we have to continue with the Liberation Day. Now, we teased yesterday opening up with Liberation Day, but not talking about it because we didn't know what it exactly was. 4 o'clock, more or less Eastern time, Donald Trump walked out to the Rose Garden for a talk, had a desk right there to sign some stuff, and of course in a big old coat because it actually was kind of chilly on that day in D.C. Although the cherry blossoms are blooming. We'll get to them in a bit, of course. But he opened up talking about this big liberation from the world and how the world is treating us bad with all these tariffs, just cheating us out of money. And so he essentially lobbied tariffs on everything, everyone, every person, every nation under every tongue. You could make it biblical, literally, because it just basically everybody's putting tariff on us. So we're doing the same, if not a little bit more towards anybody else. And he says, you probably shouldn't retaliate because that'll just make it worse. Which is true, but he's also upping the antes on all tariffs to everyone pretty much immediately as he signed the documents. Now, at midnight, the tariffs he announced before were already coming into place, but these new tariffs are now basically in place at this point in time. It'll take a while to actually get into the books, but we're going to see how this thing actually plays out. If you're watching the video, and hopefully today we actually have a video, you see Donald Trump, this large chart. He said he had a bigger chart, but it was so windy, he didn't want to put it out there and have it fall, so he had to hold the chart up and sort of read it out loud on all the tariffs that all these countries are putting on us, including various tiny nations that you wouldn't expect. So everybody's getting tariffs. China's getting tariffs. Europeans getting tariffs. Japanese getting tariffs. Everyone's getting tariffs, and everybody is freaking the hell out about this one. Of course, as this happened after the stock markets closed, stock markets dipped afterwards because they knew craziness was coming, and they're still down this morning as I'm recording this. Very, very many hours before it actually opens up. Maybe there'll be a way to rebound it. Chances are for the next couple of days, futures will be down by, I'm not an analyst. I'll talk about that later as well. 5-6% going forward over the next couple of days. Now, many other big time companies that use other nations for many of their parts, and we already know that the auto parts makers are dealing with this, but Apple, Amazon, Meta, and Nvidia, who do a lot of business in Asian markets and foreign markets as well, had some declines in their stock specifically because of what they do. Work with other people, and with other people mad at us, they may not work with them as much as they'd like to see. We will see how this thing plays out in days to see if there's any way to fix it, or within weeks, months, and years to see how bad it's going to get.